welcome everyone.
What is going on, everybody? We're back. More Resident Evil Village news.
The same hour everything else dropped.
Same hour everything else dropped. They dropped, once again, a special developer message, which I believe they did for both Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe even 7. I don't remember back to 7. But
maybe they did.
Yeah, maybe they did. But this is a special developer message. And as always, we are here to break it down as the fire sirens are in the background.
Absolutely.
But that's fine.
It's all right.
It's an emergency. All right, so let's go. We're going to just kind of watch this with you guys and then pause it wherever we want to talk about something, kind of like in each segment that they go through.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village.
And I'm Pete Fabiano, also producer on Resident Evil Village.
So they're calling it Resident Evil Village. That's basically how they're
We hope
stylizing
you all had
it.
the chance to check out
Not
and
Resident
enjoy our
Evil 8.
trailer.
For sure.
Some of you are probably wondering why we didn't just call the game Resident Evil 8.
There you go.
Well, it's still the 8th in the series, and we're treating it as such. You can even see the Roman numeral 8 in the game logo, so it's Resident Evil 8.
just not in name. Okay.
So they don't want it to be called Resident Evil 8, which we talked about before,
Yes.
like a long time ago. They want it to be called Resident Evil Village. 8 is hidden in the title. I think we expected this.
Yes. Because they did it in 7.
They wanted to simplify it, which many game franchises are doing. A lot of them are going back to the not numbered type of thing, except for Final Fantasy.
Keeping it more stream, like for aesthetically too, and advertising and everything.
Correct.
Makes sense. So Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, I like the play on the design and simplicity in the name. But we'll touch more on that a little later. For now, why don't we just jump in and let viewers know a little bit more about the game itself?
First off, Resident Evil Village will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Steam.
There you go.
Right.
So
So
it's
this is big, yeah, because it's
exclusive.
not exclusive, and it will be launching on Steam day one,
and it's not cross-gen.
and it's not cross-gen.
Yes, I'm happy about
Yes,
that. I'm happy.
which is good.
We're going to the next
Yes.
gen. We're going in strong.
I did not want it to be cross-gen, so I'm glad that ended up not being the case.
Yes, and here they're about to talk about RE Engine, which
Yep.
we know they've used in 7, 2, and 3, and Devil May Cry 5, and
Yep.
all that stuff, which is
And
great.
in line with previous Resident Evil titles, we're using RE Engine. That engine brought Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5, and most recently, Resident Evil 3 to life. We were able to take all that we learned from those titles, along with our internal development efforts, and optimize the latest version of the engine for the next generation of consoles.
Hell yeah.
So they
With the
optimized it
combined
for
power
5.
of
Definitely.
next
Five
gen
and
and
Xbox
RE
One X.
Engine, we can take our developers' vision to new heights. Once again, we're planning a fresh take on survival horror, this time upping the ante on action a bit.
There you
So,
go.
upping
So
the ante
right there.
on action.
Yep. So there's gonna be more action than there was in 7, which was more of a sneak or stealth experience in a lot of places. You kind of got awarded in 7 for not engaging
Right.
instead of engaging, and whereas this one, it looks like they're going to be thrusting you into an environment where you have to engage.
Kind of like a
with
balance
enemies.
of both.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's kind of more of like a Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Maybe the witch will be more of the horror aspect in that, you know what I mean?
For
Maybe
sure.
And then you'll have more elements of people jumping off buildings, and it's very fast paced,
For sure.
high action, very
Yeah.
making it very immersive. So I mean, I think this is where we at least want to see it. Like I said, 7 at least scaled it back from 6, so it's good to know that they're not getting too ahead of themselves and putting way too much action, because
Yeah.
we saw the mistakes that happened when that was the case.
For sure.
You know.
For sure. Once again, they're planning to take a
Action
fresh
bit.
take.
Realistic graphics and immersive audio, coupled with no load times, will really
No
draw
load
you into
times.
the
No load
world
times
we've
at all.
created for Resident
So
Evil Village.
Seamless.
That's important. Already the food and stuff looks better than
Right.
it did in 7.
Oh yeah, this engine looks amazing now, better than
looks
it ever
incredible.
has. Yeah.
It looks incredible. It's like Square Enix quality.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I would say right off the bat, just by it talking about no load times and will really draw you into the world, realistic graphics. This is kind of confirming for us that traditional cutscenes are probably not in this game.
Right. It's
It's
all
going to
gonna
be
happen.
all in engine, which some people like. I personally miss cutscenes. I like cutscenes being like something they could do a little bit more risky things with, like, Leon's one-liners and stuff like that. They don't have the same effect when you're never taken out of the perspective.
No.
But in first-person, cutscenes could be considered a little bit of jarring, so I understand why they're doing it this way.
And we are on SSDs for this generation,
We are.
so they're way
And they're
faster
fast.
loaded
Yeah.
times. Yeah. So that's good.
Speaking of which, The game takes place a few years after the events of Resident
Few,
Evil
two,
7
three, four.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Right, and it follows the story of protagonist Ethan Winters. Ethan's gone back to living an ordinary life, but of course...
Now, it does show that woman when he says
He
Ethan.
says Ethan, yeah.
So that could be Mia.
Right.
It wouldn't be a proper story without a new challenge to overcome. Chris Redfield, a decorated hero fighting against bioterrorism, makes his return, but not in the way you'd think. He's the reason Ethan's life gets turned upside down.
Yes.
Let's take a look at some key art.
You can see Chris looking dark and far more brooding than in Ariel Resident Evil appearances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something we
The
mentioned.
last thing worth mentioning in terms of characters here is the village itself.
Now, this is a big thing, right?
Yes.
So apparently,
Plays
like they said, it plays a crucial role.
It's like a character itself.
they're treating the village like it's a character, which is what I think they tried to do
with the
with
Baker
the
house?
Baker house and the Baker family, and it failed, in my opinion.
Sure. I mean, that's fair to say, though.
Yeah. This time around, I feel like they're trying, which we don't know if it'll work or not, but it feels like instead of what was, sorry, I had a little palpitation because of how right I was when I said this last time we talked. But when we were doing our Resident Evil 8 discussion, remember when me and you were talking about it, and I said that I felt like the reason why I didn't like 7 was because the Baker family putting a name on everything that was chasing you made me feel like it was less.
It was more compartmentalized.
Exactly.
Maybe.
It
Yeah.
was more, and whereas the village being a character and these people running around and doing all these things, and you don't know what his name is or his name or her name, but you know they're after you.
It just makes the threat seem a little bit bigger.
Like Resident Evil 4.
Right.
And I said, one of the things I said in our discussion was, I said, I feel like if they do it this way, to where they make the environment the tone instead of the whimsical names of Jack Baker and Marguerite Baker and Lucas Baker and all these people, it's going to land better for me. For me. Now, not everybody, but for me. And I think it would land better for most people. And that's seemingly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the village a character. They're still going to have your named characters like your Chris's, your Ethan's, your Mia's, your, I don't know, George's, whatever they're going to name the other characters. They're still going to have other characters, but it's not going to feel like you're just constantly being chased by the same people. And it all revolves around the same couple of people.
This looks a lot bigger.
It looks a lot
more variety.
Yep.
Definitely. And it says, they're saying right here, it plays a crucial role in the backdrop and setting of the game, that we consider it very much its own character as well. So
Which
that's
I agree
the
with.
reason. Yeah.
I 100% agree with the motive.
Absolutely.
Like I agree with going this way.
such a crucial role as the backdrop and setting.
Look at that. Look
Here's
at
some, that was one screenshot we initially didn't get.
Yeah.
It was like the farmer tools, like the little lawnmower and stuff, or the tractor.
Look at the goat heads hanging.
Right. Yeah, that's creepy.
It's like all the
On the
tractor.
power
yeah.
line and shit.
It's pretty crazy.
Drop and setting of the game that
We
we,
got that
consider
one.
it
Yep.
very much its own.
Here's another shot of the main hall. This painting, man.
Yeah, look at the knights and stuff and the armor. Very cool. Very cool looking. This looks very old-timey, vampire-esque, like what you said.
Very,
Like
yeah.
it's got the balconies. It's like a theater, bro. They got like the
Yeah.
balconies and shit. Like maybe it's this looks like it's going to be another section of the game that we're going to see a lot.
Like I said in our trailer breakdown, which was 2 videos ago, if you guys are watching this, because this is going to come out third. What if this is the Ashfords, man? Like, what if these are linked to the Ashfords? That painting gives me that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying I predict it is. I'm just saying what if
It just gives you that vibe.
It does. They're very vampire in nature. They're dressed like Victorian vampires. It's just, I love it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
love
really cool aesthetic.
Character
Looks
as
great
well.
too.
Right. Shifting gears, let's talk a bit about the game's design.
You'll notice the familiar.
So here
See
we
the
go.
handgun, it's like taped up and shit.
So it is first person.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler!
It is first person.
First person perspective from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
That looks like a Glock.
Yeah.
That looks like the same gun.
Don't
from 3.
say that, John, because we don't say it right. We're never gonna get let go in the comments. People be like, that's not a Glock, it's a M9.
It's a Sig Pro 69. But it looks like the similar gun that we saw in Resident Evil 3.
Right, you're right.
It looked to me anyway.
Or 7, whatever.
Whatever. I don't really care what kind of gun it is. It's a handgun.
Ethan is using it to defend himself. This
Yep.
looks like the same
At
area.
least his hands look better than 7.
Yeah, it does.
It does look a
Yeah.
step up from 7.
It should in every way.
First-person perspective from.
There's another screenshot
Here's
we
another
haven't seen yet.
screenshot. Toothbrushes.
In a
muddy
dirty-ass
water.
sink,
Yeah,
yeah.
dirty ass sink.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Looks like the same sink from 3
Yeah.
remake.
There's
really
one
helps
we
me.
haven't seen yet. The knife.
Switch weapons
Yep.
with the D-pad.
D-pad.
So, you know, we are going to have multiple weapons. He also has a wedding ring on his finger, which is
So
interesting.
another point that they say right here in the captions that they'll say as we play it, but it says it really helps
Bring
bring.
players into the world.
There you
It
go.
makes them feel like they're Ethan.
So
with
they're
the
trying to
same
do
sense
that
of
again, but this time it looks like that now that
heightened tension
Capcom and
and fear.
Sony don't have that deal with VR.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're still trying to put you in the first person perspective
Yeah.
because they did that in 7 obviously, but they're still trying to make it like you are Ethan. But
Yeah.
I hope with them still thinking about that in 8, I hope they still don't make Ethan flat.
Yeah, I hope so too.
You know what I mean? Like I understand it's supposed to be you, but like
That guy looks fucking crazy.
yeah.
Do you see him?
Bro, he literally looks like a
Bro,
monster.
he looks.
He looks like he's ready to fucking throw down the wall, dude.
Dude, he looks like he's in the village. He looks like my man looks like he's in the village about to throw down. And,
I mean, he is. Look,
and
that's
Fabiano,
where they are in the background. Look at the
Fabiano's
background.
in a place he shouldn't be.
Yeah. Fabiano shouldn't be in that village
Yeah, no.
or outside of the village.
Here's a quick look at the game running in
So
Okay,
here's some gameplay.
Yes, we haven't seen this yet.
No, we
actually.
haven't. There is some lions here, though. It looks like
Lions
so
on the
maybe maybe
door.
the lion is the motif on that box.
Some nice lit candles to set the mood. The lighting is amazing.
Yeah.
on
So
this.
let's just back this up a little bit.
Yep.
Let's just watch it through and then talk.
Here's a
about
quick look at the game running in engine.
The team is working really hard to create a great experience. You can really see the details, even
It's on the
close up.
second floor here.
Let's take a look at the inventory.
Okay.
For players,
Yes.
Oh, it's a Lemmy. My bad. It's a Lemmy handgun.
Oh, it's a Lemmy.
I don't even know. I've never
It's
even
the
heard
Lemmy.
of that. Oh, the
Oh,
fucking juice.
Wait. The juice, and I see the health bar. But what is that in the right corner?
Lay.
Is that currency?
Looks like currency. It does.
That looks like currency. That's all I'm saying.
Lay.
And now this inventory looks, as they say right here, for players familiar with Resident Evil 7 or the recent versions of Resident Evil 2 and 3, you'll be right at home. But this looks like a bigger inventory. It literally is a case.
Yeah.
It literally is the shape
It's a
of the
suitcase.
case. So it's just like RE4 and that style, but it looks like you get even more room than RE7. Maybe you can find some side packs, or maybe this is an inventory with plenty of side packs, but you can look in the background here. It looks like it's paused. The case comes up. I see a little wolf coin right next to the currency, next to lay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the coin that you're collecting or currency you're collecting that might help you with upgrades and such. That's a good thing. You notice in the background, this looks like we're in the middle of a village with some fires lit and stuff like that in the background. So this is actually very interesting. We didn't see this in the initial release or even in the screenshot breakdown. So that's interesting. So looks like full inventories, they're keeping it the same, but it looks just a little bit bigger, like a full XL case or a large weapon case you would get in Resident Evil 4. So that's very interesting. If there is currency, though, I mean, look, the coin system in RE7 was okay, but I
Yeah.
feel like they really didn't utilize it as much. If this is a bigger game where we're able to at least
Trade with
purchase
people,
or
maybe?
trade or
Yeah.
with some villagers or some actual village merchant, not the merchant,
Yeah.
but village merchants.
It'd be cool if it was him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. What do you think about this?
I think
Like this
that,
look, it's like a case.
So this is by far from what we've seen so far the with the most information to break down. So obviously he's on a mountain trail. It looks like to be Ethan. He's got a Lemmy, a small, easy to use handgun.
the
He's got a
Lemmy.
knife. Obviously it's using quick slots.
Got the health juice.
Has 10 bullets. He has the health drink. He has 8 bullets in his inventory. I'm reading it to you guys. I understand that. He has item. He has 4 tabs. You do see a health bar. The 4 tabs, you do see something. It kind of looks like those tabs are going to go over to
Right.
files and stuff like that. Lei is a type of Hawaiian thing. It's like where you put the flowers together. It's like a garland or whatever. So I don't really know what that has to do with money because it looks like there's a bird, a crow on the money coin.
That looks like a wolf to me. I don't know.
Does it look like a wolf
Like
to
I
you?
see like a wolf howling.
I see that too. I see
know,
I
maybe
see
a
a
bird.
bird
It's
with
small,
like tail feathers.
but
It's hard to see,
I
but
don't
it
know.
could be a wolf. Interested to
Interesting.
see what that does. I will. It looks like there's sockets on his handgun, which
Yeah.
means like it could be some type of like Revelations 1 or 2 power up.
Oh, on
system.
the bottom left. Yeah, I
on the
see
bottom
that.
left,
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like it's got 2 sockets for maybe 2 weapon enhancements or attaches.
Something like that.
That's pretty cool. That's a big ass inventory.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting
A lot of
just by
shit.
looking at this, there's probably a lot of puzzles.
Especially if it's more action oriented.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of puzzles. I hope they don't have a key item spot. I hope that it just all goes into the same inventory.
And maybe you can, that whole bottom row, you can fill out more. Like you
Yeah.
can get more side
You
packs.
probably can get more side packs.
Yeah.
Or you could probably expand it this way too, right and left.
Yeah.
It looks like.
It looks like they took everything from 7, 2, and 3 and was just like, this is the inventory.
So what is that right there? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's that? 56? Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of what I'm about to say next. 40. 5. 40? 9 times 5? 40. We've been looking
45.
at so many numbers. It's 45. Okay,
Right.
right. Yeah, 40 is 8. Yeah, because 5 times 6 is 35. So there's 45 inventory slots right here. The handgun takes 6. So if we're putting in perspective how much this capacity could take total,
Like a shotgun would
you're
be
talking
fucking
4, right? So you're talking 4. So shotgun would be like 8, which is like Resident Evil 4. It's very similar, right?
It is
So let's
similar,
say you
yeah.
can make this, you can increase this out to the full capacity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 6, 2, 2, 4. So it would be 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So total of 78. There was 78 squares could fit here, unless it got expanded and the suitcase slid down more. That it's a lot of jargon. Doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying like that's what we're trying to look at when we look at these. We're trying to see like what it could possibly mean. Or you can't upgrade it at all, and you're just fucking stuck with this.
That's it, yeah.
You're just stuck with the 45 spots. That'll be interesting. I wonder if those 2 socketed spots mean that the handgun will ever change, or if it will always just be those 6 squares. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm a fan though.
If you're familiar with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, or the recent versions of Resident Evil 2 and 3, you'll be right at home.
We hope you enjoyed this additional look into Resident Evil Village.
Oh, and here's one more piece of key art. You might want to pay extra close attention to this one.
There's a lot that's being shown in it. So much so that we debated whether or not to actually put it in the announced trailer.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Let's hear what he
look.
has to say.
And let your imagination run wild.
We are aiming to have more to show you towards the end of summer.
Okay.
So, until
Until
next
next
time.
time.
So end of summer.
End of summer, more information.
Yeah, coming 2021. Let's see if there's any info card back here.
ResidentEvil.com/village.
Yeah. All right, so there's a lot that's being shown in it, so much so that we debated whether or not to actually put it in the announced trailer.
That's what they say. And we just did an extensive look at this in
Mm-hmm.
the trailer breakdown, screenshot breakdown.
sure.
But this is like everywhere in the game, at least from what we saw. And-
Everywhere.
and
It's on the sigils, on
yeah.
the ground. It's everywhere. It's a fetus
Right.
within a circle with 4 or 2 sets of crow wings.
And this is the full first high res. They didn't even put this in the screenshot. Like just this. This is just from their development message.
This could mean a lot of things. We obviously would have to dig deeper, look into some folklore and some stuff like that.
Yeah,
to see
if
where
there's
we
some
could draw
connections.
some connections. But just judging by what it looks like, man, it almost looks like a crown.
Right. Maybe it ties back
Maybe.
into a fetus or a baby being a sacrificial lamb, so to speak, which would be Ethan's baby.
Yeah.
Why do we see Emily holding this baby, whoever's baby it is, and maybe it has something to do with that.
Could have so many things to do. Like each wing could represent a different type of thing.
Right.
There could be, the 4 wings could represent something
There are
different.
going to be more things that look like this.
100%.
Like look similar. They're just showing us this, but I mean, this is important because if they even talked about or debated about whether or not they should show this or not, this probably plays a key role into whether it's a main character or a character or an enemy. Enemies, rather. I mean, it looks fucking badass. Like, the
It
design
does.
of this is really creepy and unsettling, and it's definitely what we want to see in a Resident Evil game. But the message behind this is very, again, it's cryptic, as it should be. It
It's
shouldn't
dark.
be. Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Which is what they're holding on to.
They're trying to make this the darkest Resident Evil game. So seeing this in a a fetus in between like wings, and it looks like a bunch of stacks of sticks that a bird would fucking bring to a
woven
nest.
yeah.
It doesn't surprise me, but I don't know.
I mean, that could be what it represents. It could be representing, cradling life, leaving the nest, or staying in the nest, or it
Something
could be
like that.
something like one of those wings represents like vampires. One of them is the wolfmen. One of them is the demons. One of them is the humans. Like, there's so many things they could be trying to tell us here.
And we really got to see what this cult is like about. Like, what's
For
their
sure.
thing? If they show us something else in the late summer, as to like maybe we'll see what they're called, or maybe we'll see what they're doing.
Sure.
We might see them in mass gatherings and a bunch
Yeah.
of hoods and stuff like that. Like, we don't know like if we're actually going to see their cult actions in a trailer. They might save that for the game. It might be like RE4 where we'll see them worshiping a fucking heart that's stabbed with a dagger like in 4, or we'll see who knows what we'll see them be doing.
This is very Bloodborne.
Right.
Like, this aesthetic that they're doing, which is good.
It's different.
It's different.
It's refreshing.
But I definitely prefer this over 7.
Yes, I think we can safely say that.
For sure.
Yeah. But
sure.
I mean, I guess that's it for this message. I mean, they said they're going to show us more at the summer and at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in this, right? I don't think so.
No,
just the logo.
we played it all. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just them saying next in summer.
See you in the summer.
There'll be more in the summer.
End of summer, I guess. So
Yeah.
maybe August.
That's being shown in it. So much so that we debated whether or not to actually put it in the
Yeah, I mean,
announced
even
trailer.
looking to it,
Debated this one.
even looking at it, like getting it like closer to it, it
Mm-hmm.
looks like it's like hard to see. It kind of looks like maybe there's like a bunch of hands growing out of it. I mean, you see like the rib cage,
It looks like it's like infected. It looks like an infected fetus.
like molded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks like there's something wrong. Like, it looks
Who
like there's
knows,
something
man?
coming out of its like back or a tentacle. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck. A tail? Like,
Yeah.
what in the world?
We're gonna find out though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. What do
Yeah.
you guys think about this? Let us know in the comment section below what you think this represents, or if you find any links to
Other
you know,
information,
culture
let us
in
know.
the past and in the real world,
Yeah.
like what we can figure out about this, and
We're gonna keep you covered as more shit like this
we'll
comes
definitely
out.
be taking a look at it. Maybe if we have any theories or anything,
Yeah.
we'll be putting some
More
videos
screenshots
out.
might come out.
For
might
sure,
lead to that.
for sure. In the summer, we'll be back with
Yes,
more information, of
absolutely.
course, on Resident Evil 8.
You know we're gonna follow it every step of the way.
Every step of
here
the
on
way.
Let's Talk Resident Evil.
Thank you guys so much for watching,
Thank you.
and that's it. Consider subscribing for more Resident Evil content, and follow us on all of our social media platforms in the description below.
Hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Hey, don't leave me in a cold, cruel, you-less world. Hit that subscribe button. Let's talk more Resident Evil.